right, it's time. I haven't posted a YouTube video in way too long. I used to post so many behind the scenes videos. I even deleted a couple because I hated them. It's been that long since I've posted that I feel like I need to reintroduce myself, so that's what I'm gonna do. For those of you that have been subscribed, you already know this, but for those of you that are new, my name's Roscoe, I'm a video director. Like I said, I used to post behind the scenes content and I'm going to be doing that, but I feel like I wanna do something a little different for now. I'm gonna start a new series where I basically react to my own music videos. I'm gonna be telling you what went right, what went wrong, what could have been, what wasn't. I feel like a lot of these videos is gonna be me complaining on what I actually had in my head versus what actually happened on the day. As a lot of you will know, because you will have either been at video shoots or you shoot yourself or whatever, so many things go wrong on a shoot day, so many obstacles come at you, and I've documented that on this channel before. So what I thought I'd do is go through my videos and explain. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna waffle too much. Again, I am gonna be posting this year I'm really focusing on behind the scenes content. Like I'm gonna make sure that my behind the scenes from now on is spot on. I'm gonna prioritize it. I'm gonna get the best videographers to film it. Super mic'd up, super clean audio. I wanna show you everything that happens on a shoot. But for now, this is what I've got for you. I feel like you'll gain a lot of value from it if you're a director, videographer, or you're just in this field. You might learn something from it, or you might just find it interesting to know actually what happens behind the scenes. So the first video that I'm gonna react to is a video that I really feel like was slept on. I'm gonna say this a lot in these videos, I can feel it. But it's a video from KSI and it's Summer Is Over. We shot this 2 years ago now, oh my days. So it was basically meant to be shot in summer, ready for when summer just finishes, but we shot it late. I remember we shot it, I think in October. Like the song's called Summer Is Over and summer had definitely been over already by the time the video was out, which was a shame. And that is actually something that impacts the video, which you'll see. I'm gonna be looking here because this is where the video is that I'm watching. I've just realized I don't think I've even looked at the camera this whole time. Oh man, I'm super out of practice. So if you're feeling lack of eye contact from the start of the video till now, mind your business. All right, cool. Also, disclaimer, I'm not gonna be playing the song because of copyright reasons. It's a long day. I'm gonna be pausing the song every now and again to talk. That's how reaction videos go. I don't know why I'm talking so much. Let me just watch it. This feels weird watching it without the song. But if you've heard the song already, just sing it in your head or just sing it out loud, I don't know. First off, the thing that stands out for me in this, which was super purposeful, was the styling. You see the pop of color. The yellow that he's wearing and the retro Adidas. Yeah, man, like the start of the visual already captures you because the girl next to him's got on red, he's got on yellow, you see the green in the background. And already I can say from this, the way that I wanted to grade this, I wanted it to be vibrant, but with muted tones. So it's like, I love, and you will have noticed this over the past couple of years how my style's become this, but I like my grade to be vibrant, but also mute, like desaturated. So what I'll do is I'll pick a couple of colors that I want to desaturate, whilst the others bring up the saturation. I said saturation 7 times, and so if you don't know what saturation is, Google it. But yeah, straight off you can just see the vibration. The saturation is saturating. I'm pausing it again. I'm going to be pausing it a lot, so if you want to just watch this video, go and watch it while you're here. But yeah, to start the video, it was important for JJ's performance to you need to feel it. It's an emotional song. This song meant a lot to him at the time as well, so it was like, I said to him, like, bro, like sing it as if you're singing it to your partner, or sing it as if when you wrote it in the studio and you was feeling the emotion, look at the camera and show us that emotion so you can see with his facial expressions. This is JJ's sad face, and I think he pulls it off well. Like you feel the emotion and he's really in his thoughts. Like, look at him right now, he's deep in life right now, and that's what I needed and that's what I got. So from here, this is where the concept is being revealed. So for someone who hasn't watched it, you don't really know what's happening yet, and you're like, what? And then now you're like, oh, wait, huh? Oh, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to start the visual on him, so you don't know what the video is about. He's just singing, you focus on his emotion, and then like we're revealing the scene, and here you see everyone's in slow motion. Everyone's having a great time. Saturation was the key word. And you can see the color palette that I chose. Yellows, oranges was the key ones. Because when I think of summer, that's what I think. I just think yellow sun, orange. I don't know why I think orange, but I think orange. Don't ask me no questions. So yeah, the concept is everyone's having a great time while he's focusing on performing. Everyone around him is in slow-mo, but he's in normal motion. And let's get into how we do that. The way we film that is on a robotic arm. We basically shoot, I'll put some BTS on the screen. We shoot on a robotic arm, we shoot one pass of the movement with JJ not in the shot. And it's a much faster movement. It's like shoom, and it's in a higher frame rate. And everyone will do the action really fast. And on action, everyone will do their thing. So it'll be like 3, 2, 1, action, push, ha, smile. Everyone will do their designated action that their first AD will give them. Now, after that, everyone gets out of the shot. We get JJ in. It's a much slower movement, but it's the exact same route of the camera. It's a motion control robotic arm that basically can do the same movement at different speeds. So we do JJ's one, slow, and he just follows the camera. We map out the way that he's got to walk, and he just does that a couple of times. So again, you know what? I'm just gonna pause this so much, and like you might even get sick of me speaking at this point. But I'm gonna pull it back a little bit even. But one of the most tricky things in this video, and you'll see it now, is the rain. Oh my! If you can edit and you do VFX, you know by looking at this video, this is a nightmare. So imagine on the day, I've even got text messages speaking to the crew, like saying like, let's pray for sun. Because you're doing a robotic arm video, you want the lighting to stay consistent. Because when you do different shots that you need to put together, if the lighting is different, it's not gonna look good. But we didn't even have that problem. The problem was the rain. So if it's not raining in JJ's shot, which it wasn't, and it is raining in the shot of the cast, which it was, when you put them two together, it doesn't look right. And I don't know how we managed to do it. And now you might notice little things that I've said it, and this is what this series is all about. You're gonna see the video in a different way. But now, it was so hard to match the shots, and on the day we had to just be really fast. We had to be really fast, and like, if it was about to start raining, get the shot quick before it rains bad. So we couldn't let it rain a certain amount where we just couldn't shoot it anymore. So as you can see here, you can kind of notice in JJ's performance, there's not much rain like in front of him. But in the shot in the background, is starting to rain pretty bad. But you don't notice it because I think what we did in post, we added a few bits of rain in the foreground, so it kind of merges it together. But yeah, this was a nightmare to stitch together. This is a moment that you notice the slow-mo even more. Obviously the water in the background. This was difficult again. Masking water falling in front of him, absolute myth. Like imagine masking little droplets of rain that are falling in slow motion so that they appear in front of him. If you don't edit, you don't know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that know VFX, you know what I'm saying. This is hard work. And in the background, you got one of my best friends what I tend to do, I try and get my friends in my videos. So this guy in the background that did a front flip, his name's Sean Paleo, is a model. He's in a few of my videos. He's in this one. He's in Burna Boy Sit on Top of the World. He's in Nathan Dorr, a video I did with Nathan Dorr. And I just said to him, I know it's raining, I know it's cold, but let me just get a front flip. Let me get a front flip from you. And he said, yeah, say less. And it was a dodgy front flip, but I needed some motion to show that he's in slow motion and JJ's in normal speed. And yeah, it worked out. It worked out well. See, you can see here the water doesn't splash on him, on JJ, and that's because it's two shots in front and behind each other. If we had more time in post, we would have added in fake water dropping on him. There would have been there's many things that we could have done, but when I say we had to shoot this in one day and edit it in one day, that's something we'll get into later. Cool. So here, what was really meant to happen, what I wanted originally, was the camera. It's tricky, but I wanted the camera to just go up smoothly, rotate, and come back down again into the next shot. But when I say the robotic arm to program that machine takes ages. You need a prep day. You need a day before where you prep it, get all the movements right, and But when you've got little to no time, you've got to think on your feet and just make movements with this thing, program them, and just get your shots. So what we ended up doing was making the robotic arm just tilt up into the sky so I can transition and then tilt back down again. I wanted it to be way more of a seamless movement. I think in my treatment, I even had this shot go up into a top down and then revolve back around, but yeah man, the budget wasn't budgeting. So yeah, as you can see, transition to a sky, cliche, normal. It's a shame, it's not what I wanted, but you see, here again. So now you see, this is all meant to just look like one long movement. This movement to the sky kind of ruined it a little bit, in my opinion, and me being critical of my own video, because it just went up to clear white, you know what we did. I wanted it to all just feel like, whoa, how did they shoot this? This kind of gives it away, but it's still a great video in my opinion. My biggest note here was that I wanted everyone to have as much movement as possible so that we can see the contrast in speeds. There's no point if people are playing ping pong and they're just like not really moving, because then you can't see that they're in slow motion and JJ isn't. So I needed them to be like exaggerated movement, as you can probably see here. See, like she's pointing, she doesn't even need to. Sean's like, beer pong is never this exciting. Look, she even looked at the camera here. I can't lie, this got me so vexed when I did edit. I was like, oh, this shot looks good, this shot looks good. Oh yeah, everything looks great. What's she looking at? Like, this is rule number 1 as cast. Don't look at the camera unless you ask to, man. Car. You're actually looking dead center at the audience. Like man said, yeah, this really upset me when I was in the edit, but I was just thinking, I hope no one notices, and I bet no one noticed until now. So yeah, now you're gonna watch the video differently every time you watch it. What was meant to happen here, again, this is a video where I basically moan at things that didn't happen that was meant to, which is always great and super positive. But so what was meant to actually happen here, what I had in the treatment and what I wanted on the day, but we had to move away from it because of time, was the ball was meant to bounce in the cup in slow motion. JJ was meant to then pick up that same cup in normal speed just after it bounced in there, empty the cup and do the drink himself. The way that would have been, it would have been, but it wasn't, because we couldn't. That was poetry. But yeah, we had to move on from it because he's like, the AD is saying, yo, we don't have time to do that finicky shot. We need to move on. I had to let it go, and this is what happens as a director on shoots. You have your ideas and you have to let them go when budget is not permitting, time's not permitting. The artist is getting frustrated because it's taking too long. Some piece of art hasn't turned up, so the next scene has to be brought to now. So that means the scene that you're shooting now needs to be sped up. Honestly, so many things happen. That means you have to let go of your ideas. And this idea, if some of you can visualize what I said, you know how fire that would have been. Imagine the ball drops in slow motion and then he picks that up in normal time. And yeah, it's sad, man. This bit is very sad because in my head, what I originally saw, this is me talking and it sounds like I hate the video and the video is not good. The video is still great, but I'm just telling you guys what this could have been, you know, and I feel like no one ever really does this, explains what a video could have been and because most directors, if you're a director now and you're watching this, you can relate to this, but all of us have an idea of where we want to take the video. And for the most part, your video ends up being 60% of that if you're lucky. And I'm talking when you first have the idea in the treatment, get sent to the label or the artist, they might change things, and then shoot day comes and the location, you can't find the one that you ideally want, so you go for something little. All in all, you end up with about 60% of your video. If you get 100%, then comment this if you're a director and you've got 100%, because that is a dream. And maybe it's because I'm a perfectionist, which I am. I'm always critical of everything and anything I do. But this scene was meant to be a water fight with an abundance of people. I'm talking like 20, and the camera's going in and out and pulling back and through people throwing water balloons, and the camera's following the water balloon, and JJ's just walking nonchalant through it, just singing because he's just sad about the fact that summer's over. But as you can see, the shot ends up being pretty 2D, pretty flat, not much dynamism. Don't think that's a word. Is it a word? Don't know if it's a word. Is dynamism a word? It's not very dynamic. It doesn't have much depth to it, and that's because it's easier, it's quicker, it's on the day, it was running out of time. As you can see, sunlight is gone at this point. It's meant to be summer is over, and there's actually no sun at this point. The light that's on this guy's face here is actually a light that we put on him because we lost the sun because time ran out. This was meant to be chaos, and we couldn't get 20 people even. Last minute shoots, hard to get cast. Getting cast is expensive, you know, so sometimes you have to weigh up, do I want more money on VFX? Do I want more money on art? Do I want more money on casting? Getting loads of people, things have to give way. And in this video, we had to give way to some cast members, and also location. I initially wanted loads of people and a big house exterior, but we had to go with a smaller house exterior because of what was available with the time that we had to prepare the shoot, which was like a day or two. So yeah, we ended up with this. I still think it's great, you know, they're getting sprayed in slow motion. JJ steps underneath somebody spraying water, which I think is mind-blowing. If you can do VFX, you know how hard this is. What? Masking that small stream of water. That's still a lot of frames that they're having to do this for. Because what happened was, I initially tried to do this myself, frame by frame, but I said, one, don't have the patience for this. Two, my computer is struggling with these frames. So we had to get a team to do this frame by frame to mask out the stream of water, the person. Because if you think, the way this was shot, this is two separate shots. One shot is JJ on his own. One is the shot of the people around him. So that's two shots put together. That's not, if you don't know about videos, you might watch this and think that he's crawling under. No, like this is two separate shots stitched together. And the fact that it looks like this, the VFX team did a great job, and I'll shout them out. I think it was Spirit View that did this. I hope it was, because if it wasn't, that's really bad. But yeah, on the day, that was me saying, JJ, duck. He didn't duck under anything. He didn't know what he was ducking under. Like I said, initially I wanted it to be him just dodging a water balloon. I'm telling you, man, the things that I'm seeing in my head, it's tough to let go of them. I can't lie, it's tough to let go. But it still turned out amazing. This bit here is one thing that I really struggle to let go of. The more I talk, the more it makes me feel like I'm just putting this video down. Again, I'm not. Like this video, I think it was slept on. It was a great song by JJ. I still think it's a hit. 5 million views, still great. But compared to his other stuff, it didn't do as well. But the video was great, the song was great, but it didn't get the flowers. But what was meant to happen here, someone was meant to be cooking, flipping a burger, putting that burger where his hand is now, putting it on a bun. As they move the hand away, he grabs it, picks it up, crazy English. He picks it up and eats it. I wanted it to feel like that, where the mix of slow-mo and normal speed is just merging together seamlessly. Again, time, everything was against us. I had to just say, yo, just pick up the bun on the side, act like you're not happy with it, just throw it back down again. It's sad, and I said, yeah, just walk off. Where's he going? I don't know where he's going, like where's he going? Nothing's over there, but he's going there. Just know he's going there. Here, camera's meant to just turn and reveal the next scene, but in true editing fashion, we had to just fade to black. And then we were at the nighttime scene. It's again something that I had to let go of. And like I said, this video was meant to This video was meant to all feel like one shot, seamlessly one shot. So if you're ever trying to do this, just know, don't do it in a country that it rains regularly and then gets sunny regularly and then gets cloudy regularly and everything all in one, because you're not gonna pull it off. I just about did. And that's by the grace of God. And then I would also say, make sure you have prep days so you can prep the movement of the camera, so that on the shoot day, you get in and you're like, yep, we know the movement, just press play. That would have been a godsend on this video. But yeah, final scene, JJ with all of his friends, everyone's having a great time, but him. He's just in his feels, look. And again, I needed extra movement, so she's eating a watermelon? That's not a watermelon, that's a marshmallow. She's eating a marshmallow like she's never ate anything in her life. Watch this. So happy, wow. Nothing's even funny here, but she's laughing. Honestly, she smashed it. That's the one that looked at the camera earlier, so here she redeemed herself, she smashed it. Here we had to put someone in the foreground because if JJ was just on his own at the end and then all the slow motion was behind him, it's a bit of a cop out. Like that's too easy to do. We needed to create like layers. I wanted him to feel like he's in the middle of the slow motion. Ideally, I would have had her lean forward a little bit because she's still kind of too far away from him. And yeah, to finish, last minute decision by me, tilt up, look at the moon and put my name on the moon. Not super satisfied with the way the moon looks. It doesn't look super realistic. Kind of irks me to this day, but it was a last minute decision to put it in there. I needed to put my name at the end of the video. I didn't want to just put it smack bang in the middle just as text. This just made the most sense, so yeah. I'd say something that made this concept much easier to film, as complex as it is. There's one thing shooting with a friend, so your chemistry is already good and you don't have to build that on set as you usually have to with an artist. You have to like get to know them and learn how they work. With JJ, I just know, so it's easier. It's more the fact that he's super down to do anything whenever. Like he has no ego when it comes to it. It's like, yo, it's about to rain really bad. We need to get this shot quickly. You down to just quickly come downstairs and get it and then go back upstairs, come into the code and then go back in. Yeah, let's go, let's do it. That made it. It makes it a dream every time working with him because he just likes to get stuff done. If he's sadly at some shoots I've had, he's been waiting for like 2 hours doing nothing when he should have been doing something. As frustrated as he might have been, he was still on it when he needed to be. He didn't moan, didn't complain. He probably stayed overtime. Like he's a hard worker. So yeah, props to him and definitely giving him his flowers for that. And another thing on the shoot, a key thing was just everyone having fun. Like this is a fun idea. Imagine this cast, their job for the day, yes it's raining, it's a bit long, but their job for the day was to be in a KSI music video and pretend to have fun, which means you're essentially gonna end up having fun. Sean's job for the day was to do a front flip in a pool, then play beer pong. These girls here, they're just taking selfies and acting in slow motion. What a job. So it was just letting the cast know, yo, your job is great, enjoy it. And it shows on camera, everyone just had a good time. And the contrast of them having a great time and JJ just being sad is what I needed, and I really got that. Another thing that I can touch on that was super difficult was time. So because if I shot this indoor, it would have been way easier because we could control the lighting. But because we was losing time every second, most of these takes that you see were all 3 takes max. 1 take, didn't work. 2 takes, didn't work. We've got 1 more take, let's smash it. Got it, luckily. Some of the takes I weren't happy with, but we had to move on. A lot of this was done with haste. We had like 2 days to prep the shoot, last minute, because summer was finishing and it was all late turning it around, and then they came to me and then I just churned out the idea and then we got to shooting it within a few days. And then the biggest struggle was post. We had 1 or 2 days post. This idea needs a good 5, 6, 7 days of just VFX work, intricate masking and rotoscoping frames by frames, and it was like 1 day's work. It was stress, but we got it done and put it out. And I just think this video could have got a lot more love because it's a cool idea, and I think there will be people that do this idea again, whether they see this video or not, and they will probably do it better because they probably will have more time, more thought will go into it in terms of prep, because they were able to. But yeah, I think it turned out to be a great video. Let me know what you think of this video that we're reacting to, and let me know what you think of this video that you're watching now, because I'm going to do a series of this reacting to all my videos. Let me know what video you want me to react to, and yeah, comment, like, subscribe. I haven't said that for ages. Oh my gosh. And yeah, share this with people that you feel like will get value from it. Share it with people that you feel like will enjoy it. Share it with people that are fans of KSI. Share it with people that aren't fans of KSI or me, and people that hate me. Hate is good. But But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, man, love.